people aren't falling for it any longer. I voted Democrat, and I got to tell you something right now. I don't like the fact that I did. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't want to hear about, oh, we're about law. We're about a law. Nobody's above the law. Nobody's above the law. But then you go out and you pardon your son and you try to blame everybody else for it. I don't want to hear about defund the police. I don't want to hear about, what there should be open borders. I don't want to hear this stuff. And I don't think most of the American people want to hear that. We're thinking about the state of affairs that's in. We're not about America only, but being about America and prioritizing what's going on in this nation with the desolate and the disenfranchised and everybody else in between, and looking out for the best interest of what it is for America.
Woo, man. Oh, man. God bless them beautiful people around the world, them beautiful patriots, my brothers and sisters. Merry Christmas. Y'all clap it up. Yeah. Clap it up. Stephen A. Smith regrets voting for Kamala. Chameleon. I don't know what her name. They say you're racist if you don't know her. If you don't know her name, if you don't pronounce it right. Yeah, they say anything we do, say we walk outside, we bend down, we're racist. You cough, you're racist. Stay woke. Unbelievable, man. The man just went viral for calling January 6th an inside job and saying that Trump was right. He just went viral. Week before last, calling out the celebrities, the billions of dollars, calling out the Democratic Party time and time again. He's been viral this entire election, calling out why people shouldn't vote for a Democrat and sound more red pilled than ever. And you would think, man, this guy got to be voting for Trump or something. And that's what everybody was saying. But he said he's Team Harris. And now look, y'all. And don't worry, I told you there's going to be more coming out. As we've seen, people have already been, just yesterday, people leaving the Democratic Party. People leaving left and, just leaving left and right. They've went too far left. They've lied. The Bidenomics is working. We're doing such an amazing job. Look at the border, everything. We're doing such an amazing job. And then come to find out, he's been dying in the White House. As he's been declining. Since they knew he was declining on the first couple of days of his presidency. As soon as he got in there, they knew he was declining. So who's been running the country? Unbelievable, y'all. It's a disgrace, man. Bunch of liars, criminals, people that need to be held accountable. But now look at this. You just can't make this. I can't wait to get into this clip, y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. What's going on? Hope everybody's having an amazing December. That December's going well for you and your family. I know it's been crazy these last 3.5, 4 years. So please, if you have a chance of opportunity to be a blessing to somebody, please take that opportunity. Lift somebody up. Buy them a gift. Even if it's a stranger. The little things matter, man. Especially in the times that we're living in, y'all. Please. Well, let's get into this fool here. Stephen A. Smith. And I told you what type of timing he's on. And again, we've made so many videos on this man. And in my last video we did on him about Kim calling J6 and freedom on day one, free him. He called J6 an inside job. A lot of people need to be held accountable. Put your hands behind your back. That's what we say on here. That's what we say. You got to put your hands behind your back. Well, let's check this out, y'all.
Welcome back, America. Stephen A. Smith. So could you see yourself seeing what you see now? And obviously, Donald Trump can't run for president again, but if he could, under the current circumstances, could you see yourself voting for him?
Quite possibly. I'm not going to sit up there and dismiss that anymore. I think we're...
Well, I'm sorry, y'all, because I've heard this man say he could never vote for Trump. He can only go towards the Democrat side. He just couldn't do it. And now to hear him say, you know what? Let me backtrack. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Let me think this thing through. Maybe I might be able to vote for Trump now. Now I see this thing. I see what's going on. Wow, that man. Wow, y'all. And it feels good because I called this out and I told you, just wait. He's going to be one of those ones. And I said this in our other video that went viral when he was bashing Kamala. I told y'all he's gonna come out and he's more likely gonna become a Republican. I called this out. What was it, 2-3 months ago? I called this out. Go back to my video and watch it. I called this out.
Beyond that, he would have to prove a lot, Mark. And I'm not talking about policy now. For a second, allow me to say this. What concerned me about Donald Trump, and the reason I voted against him and voted for Kamala Harris, was because I felt that he would be divisive, that he would create chaos because he demands such a level of loyalty and fealty to him. And that would take priority over governing our nation. That was my concern. And so I'm looking for both sides to work across the aisle from one another. Having said that, when you see some of the things that he said, if he follows through on some of the things that he has said, it's not just about eradicating inflation, improving the economy, obviously controlling our borders. These are all things that I care about. Make no mistake about that. And I certainly would support him in that regard. But it can't be just about fealty to him and loyalty to him. It has to be about getting the job done on behalf of what's in the best interest of the American people, as opposed to yourself, and not engaging in the kind of juvenile tendencies, tweeting all the time and going after people who are really much irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. You do things like that and you show that you're the adult in the room. Yeah. I don't think anybody could dismiss Donald Trump at this particular moment in time, not just because of him, but because of what we've seen the Democrats do. We're not falling for it any longer. The American people aren't falling for it any longer. I voted Democrat, and I got to tell you something right now. I don't like the fact that I did. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't want to hear about, oh, we're about law. We're about a law. Nobody's above the law. Nobody's above the law. But then you go out and you pardon your son and you try to blame everybody else for it. I don't want to hear.
Y'all hearing that? I hope they're hearing it. I hope they're hearing it, man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Told you a lot of things that are taking place. You might not ever vote blue again. You might not ever vote for a Democrat again. And it's hit a lot of people, man. Enough is enough. We've been lied to. You know, it's been a whole Ponzi scheme. Bunch of frauds walking around. Criminals. My life is hard. People, my family's struggling. People have died. Woo!
About defund the police. I don't want to hear about, what, there should be open borders. I don't want to hear this stuff. And I don't think most of the American people want to hear that. We're thinking about the state of affairs that's in. We're not about America only, but being about America and prioritizing what's going on in this nation with the desolate and the disenfranchised and everybody else in between, and looking out for the best interest of what it is for America. That is not a crime for an American politician or a commander-in-chief or a senator or a congressional figure to have that mentality. I want them to have that mentality. So I think about things along those lines. And I'm no longer interested in, nor do I believe any of us should be interested in listening to a bunch of fear-mongering to tell us who we shouldn't vote for. Why don't you come up with a plan that tells us why we should vote for you? That's what I'm interested in. And if
he just threw a huge shot of what took place this year and what we were hearing 24/7. And that's one reason why they lost. A huge reason why they lost.
Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Byron Donald, Marco Rubio, or the host of other Republican candidates coming down the pike, that's the kind of message that they're going to put forth. I'm down for it. I'm open-minded enough to make sure that I entertain that from a policy perspective. That's what I want for the American people. That's what I want for this nation.
That's why we love you, my man. Now, one quick question. I don't have a lot of time left.
Sure.
You get this all the time. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Kind of a dumb question, but I like it anyway.
Hey, man, I'm going to continue to play the clip out because shout out to my sport lovers. And I know a lot of people say this about Stephen A. Smith. A lot of people say this and that. But I'm here for it, y'all. I really am. I really am. I know a lot of y'all like, man, forget him. He's a liar. He's this, he's that, he's that. He's trying to play both sides, especially after Trump won. But I'm here for it, man. And it feels good because I called this out. I called this out, man. And now you see a lot of people, even on, like, when we did the video on the Young Turks yesterday, these Democratic people that, you know, these Democratic shields now are people just quitting live on air. I am done with the Democratic Party. I am quitting. We have failed. We are liars. We have went too far left. We've forgotten about the American people. We've, you know, it's just a complete scam. Man. Y'all, it feels so good that we're not only on the winning side, but we were right, and we called this out. We were on the ground with all this, man. And I don't know how many Stephen A. Smith videos we've done, but he played a huge part into this election, and you know, with his platform and his voice, you know, and he's one of those ones that stirred people towards Trump. If I'm being honest, even though he was trying his hardest to be a Democrat, to be a Kamala voter, to tell people, you know, she needs to do more, she needs to do this, they got to do this and that. But sorry, I just can't. Man, what do y'all think of this, man? Comment down below. I want to hear the rest of this clip though. Wow, Stephen A. Smith just admitted it live on air. He regrets voting for Kamala. He regrets voting for the Democratic Party, man. This is big. This is big, y'all. This is big, man, because I told you this was going to come out. And there's more top individuals, more top people, top elected officials, more people that are going to come out time and time. We've seen it all these last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, people just leaving left and right. Lifelong Democrats, liberals, abandon the ship, you know? Boy.
Got to tell you something right now. You can never count out Patrick Mahomes, the reigning two-time defending Super Bowl champion. But this guy, Josh Allen, with the Buffalo Bills, the way he's looking right now, he's my leading candidate for league MVP honors. He looks absolutely phenomenal. It wouldn't surprise me at all if the Philadelphia Eagles played the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl, and Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills ended up winning a Super Bowl championship. The way this kid is looking, he's looking that special.
I know. And you know, you've got great,
Josh is looking good, though.
Great quarterbacks everywhere, and he's like the standout of the bunch. It's unbelievable. Stephen A., I love your show on ESPN. I love your other shows that you're doing. I'm glad you're stepping out and you're doing other things. You're a very smart guy. And God bless you, my friend.
God bless you.
Man, hey, man. I'm just glad I'm here to report it to y'all, man, for real. Love, man. Merry Christmas, y'all. Who y'all got, though? Who y'all got, man? Comment down who y'all got, baby. Yeah. I seen Pat Mahomes' mama. She had that MAGA hat on in the stands. So we gonna get that thing done. It's on the three-peat. It's on the three-peat, y'all. But now then I like Detroit. I like Detroit. I like them Eagles looking good. I like them Eagles too. Y'all know Rick, he get on the wagon. Rick gets on the wagon, and I'm proud to say it. Rick gets on the wagon. I got a bunch of teams. Y'all know I've been playing football my entire life. I just retired. You know, I went to college for 2 years, dropped out, was playing football. And when that COVID hit, I got up out of there. And I had to change my life, man. And now we here, baby. Yeah, but since a little boy, man, you know, that changed my life forever, man. Going onto that track and running as a fat little boy. And there's a coach, a little league coach. He say, son, how old you is? 5? And I said, you want to be on the little league team? And right there, that changed my life forever, man. Y'all keep being amazing parents. You never know what you can do, and you never know who you give birth to and how you can impact your kid's life, man. You know, my mom took me to that track as a little boy. I was a fat little boy. Yay. And that changed my life forever, man. So I tell y'all, keep being amazing parents, leaders, and mentors, right from wrong, common sense. Because we're missing that right now, especially in the times that we're living in, man. Please keep being amazing parents. We have a lot of parents and new incoming parents and soon to be parents in the future on the channel. So I just want to encourage y'all, man. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. Stephen A. Smith coming out with another bombshell once again. You just can't make it up. And yeah, man, I love y'all. God bless you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We're going to end the year off on a good note. January 20th can't get here any faster. And it's time to make America great again, baby. Yes, indeed. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.